Social
Previously.
security number.
No. Previously, last week, the agents, arriving in a parking garage, descended down the levels past floors of parked Mercedes, never to be used, last year's models, by a defunct car dealership until you arrive at a lonely van parked amongst the sea of plastic and steel. Blacked out windows give nothing away as you knock on the back doors, which slide open to reveal an active monitoring unit observing an apartment above. A cookie cutter slice of the countless identical condominiums, each containing small people with indistinguishable lives, watching a flat screen TV that make you wonder if the feed is active, not for the flickering light thrown from the LED screen onto their slouched figures. Squeezing past the audio monitoring team and equipment, you all pile into the front seat behind a blank-faced handler who, smoking continually, steadily puffs on his cigarette, hotboxing the front and back of the shabby U-Haul. He hands you all a manila folder and briefcases and presses a button on the dash, dripping ash from his smoke as slowly rising up from the dash of the car, a screen on silent pneumatics pops up until it blinks to life, showing a press conference already midway through. Elon Musk sweats under bright flashing cameras and photo machines called cameras, video cameras, and cameras, answering questions in a stuttering voice that grows louder as the driver adjusts the car's radio, bringing the reporter's questions over the air. Mr. Musk, the Onion would like to know if this deal will be a bigger debacle than your purchase and subsequent bankruptcy of Twitter. Elon Musk, he responds, no, this is a serious deal. It's been in the works for many years and seeks to solve an existential problem we face as the human race. We must transition off fossil fuels within the next decade to ensure that the worst suffering of climate collapse can be avoided. At Tesla, we are leading the way in adapting to a world without the stable environment from which life evolved, from by converting cars from a massive source of carbon emissions into carbon negative forms of travel. We hope to build the capacity for producing enough vehicles to meet global demand instead of a tiny fraction, which we do currently, by the end of the decade. And to do so, we'll need a source of lithium to build that green future for me, you, and the children in the womb of time. Our novel approach involves the asteroid 69420, rotating within our solar system, and the only way to economically accomplish this goal without drastically increasing carbon emissions will be the blah 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 blah. The rest of the news conference proceeds in silence as your handler mutes the broadcast, allowing it to continue as he briefs you. He turns back to you. Fucking dumbass. Amazing how these born rich fucks get a taste for their own bullshit. Anyway, down to brass tacks. A series of hotspots has called attention to a cell coming from Texas desert somewhere near SpaceX facility. It seems like destroying the atmosphere by emitting enough particulate matter into the air was enough for this divorced psycho. That's where your team comes in. We've had some blurry satellite images coming in that are raising questions back at the HQ. Normally, our cameras are high enough resolution we'd be able to read the newspaper over your shoulder from 120,000 feet. But the fact that they're being interfered with is cause to believe that there has some way of actively jamming our observation. You're gonna find out why and what's causing the heat signatures. Head to Bolsa Chico. Find out just what the hell is madman's going on up to this time. Hopefully, it is just another failed self-driving car or a fiery tunnel death for the nepotism babies. But if not, we need to know what he's trying to hide from us. If it's some kind of rogue AI or unauthorized autonomous drone, you have full authority of the agency to put an end to his little tinkering out there in the bush. It's a long way from civilization out there, and it should be far enough away that his death cries won't carry to Dallas. Worst comes to worst, call in drone strike to eliminate the threat if needed. You got any questions before you head out?
Billionaire.
Hey, as the camera pans onto the back here, let's go ahead and introduce some characters. Who we got here?
We got Allagash because I don't want to introduce myself first.
Okay, I am Jack Dixie Walker, a man from Arkansas who joined up and tried to make a career to capture that glory he felt when he was blowing up prairie dogs on Peepaw's farm with tannerite. Apparently, the U.S. military doesn't like blowing up random stuff without designation, so he washed out and found a lot better work in PMCs, which considered his enthusiasm acceptable enough to kind of bury the collateral that occurred.
Yep, there's always going to be a little
And
collateral.
yeah, his contract is he's only working on this job because it's an example of lowest bidder.
Yeah, truly an
For
American.
PMCs. Yeah, he is not really even fit to be a mall cop in terms of his, willpower or to do anything but blow up prairie dogs and stuff with tannerite.
My God.
Beautiful.
And your name is Jack Dixie?
Yeah, his name is Jack Dixie Walker.
Oh my God.
This is just.
I don't have that much of an in-depth thing, but we got my character whose name's Emile Lefebvre, and his code name is Uriah. I pretty much wanted another healer, but I also wanted to not fail so hard at using a gun. But this time I chose a physician. I don't really have much else than that.
We don't need a gun. I got C4.
I need a gun. Trust me. I tripped on my shoelace and died. Also, one
Yeah.
session I missed 4 times with a
We got
gun, point
we got
blank.
a frag
Point
grenade and a
blank.
block of C4 range, point blank. Sounds like
No, no,
That's
no.
really good.
I'm saying they were sitting in a car. Still, I was point blank and I missed 4 times.
I mean, you need to practice on prairie dogs with tannerite.
Oh my God.
Look, all right. This Delta Green doesn't train you on accuracy. We just need you to figure out. Head to the desert and just, let us know. Give us a call after you figure out what's going on over there, all right?
Ghostbusters.
Am I gonna have to pay for the call, or is it like kind of like prepaid by you? I don't really got data.
I have unlimited.
There's a phone in the, there's cash and phone in the envelope. Get on out of here. You know what, son? You just remind me of my own boy blowing up them prairie dogs and just get on out of here. Get on, go. We don't want you no more.
Quoi?
Huh? Qu'est-ce qu'on sait?
Hey, come on, Snail Man, let's go.
No, man.
Taking out the manila envelopes,
not-
you find that. What was that, Rod?
I was gonna say I don't like escargot.
Escargot, no. I do not like escargot.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about smart cars. This is about Tesla, buddy. Come on, you're the boss man.
Okay.
Green eggs and ham? No, I do not like green eggs and ham. And included in the
I like
manila,
green eggs and snail.
in
The
the
snail
manila,
must be green.
the manila envelopes have ID cards designating you as employees of Palantir, serving the SpaceX company as information specialists. You're all savvy enough to know that this is corporate speak for strike breakers. Modern day Pinkertons keeping an eye on unionization efforts and disposing of any troublemakers that think they deserve sick days. Joe Biden would be proud of you as you all travel to the remote industrial installation of Boca Chica. And it takes most of the night and into the morning. By 11 a.m., the air over the outside thermometer of your rental car is over 120 degrees Fahrenheit and continues to climb. The rental struggles. It vibrates under your hand. Who's driving?
Uh,
I think Dixie. I don't know if I trust a European to drive on the right side of the road.
It's
I
fair.
never said he was from France.
He talks
He's from
French.
France.
He's from. Thank you for
He
clarifying.
could be from Quebec. I still don't trust him.
Ooh. Ooh.
Racist.
Okay, so Dixie,
Wait, what's the driving thing again? Driving skill?
driving skill for
Oh
drivers.
shit. I have 0 in it.
Oh, I have 55 in it.
Uh-oh. Well, we're
Well,
giving
we already.
a ton of shit to Frenchie, but what do you know?
I'm actually a pretty experienced. Okay, never mind.
I drove Peepaw's Kubota around the farm. I think I know a thing or two about driving a car.
Also, super American trait
Yeah.
to go ahead and take the wheel while someone else is overly and more qualified
Yeah,
than
way more qualified.
you are.
Listen, you might have your fancy driving school, but you talk funny.
Évidemment que tu l'allais.
Yeah, see, I don't trust that to drive.
He won't be able to read the signs with his French speak.
Yeah, and if I can't read English, then he can't either.
Wait. Anyway,
Maybe it's not.
There's
the
a reason
fact
I was a
that can't read
demolitionist and
English.
not a information specialist.
I learned me
It shows.
to blow up things by reading the manual. So,
Manual goes with it. It's kindling.
Somewhat.
so Uriah, I'm assuming you are in fact driving because you are the one with the
I
skill
hope
of
so.
driving. Okay. To the protestations of Mr. Walker, you go ahead, take the wheel after hitting 2 or 3 children on the way out
Very
of
nice.
town. And you guys continue to drive on this Texas road, and you immediately feel something's not right with the vehicle as the temperature continues to climb. You look outside of the window, and you see just the waves of the black surface, the asphalt. It's melted away and is oozing off the side of the road. Only the concrete below is still there, and you hear this wet as you are plowing through a river of this melted asphalt that just is like dripping off the side of the concrete. The rental struggles, but under so much strain of the heat and the melting road, even the most valiant effort was doomed. And as if on cue, the radiator explodes, sending a roar of steam over the windshield, allowing just enough time to hit the brakes. I need you to make a drive check as you try and pull into the medium and not go off the side of the road into a cactus.
I failed.
Yep, you hit that cactus.
I'm allergic. No,
See,
man.
this is why we don't let Europeans drive.
Uh,
I
Also,
don't
what the
think
hell was that
Europeans
union?
cause
What the
explosions.
hell was that public service work back there? You're supposed to let asphalt dry first. What the fuck is going on?
It was dry.
so you guys.
I don't think you can really blame Europeans for a car crash that was caused by an exploded radiator.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you did. Did you? I don't know. I don't trust you. I don't know how cars work too good, but I feel like it was
I
you.
did.
That rental was under your name, right? That better not be going under mine.
It was
I
under
already
my
pay
name.
way too much insurance.
I actually forged your handwriting.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
So
I can't even read my own handwriting, so I can't even deny it.
That's why it was so easy.
So this
I
entire
usually
car
just draw a chicken.
signature is a picture of a chicken, photorealistic, but that is it. So you guys are in in the cab of this vehicle, and it's completely full of not liquefied, of gasified radiator fluid. So you peel out of the car, and you immediately get hit by this wave of heat. Just the stickiness from the fumes coming out of the radiator. You pop the hood, and you see this thing is completely totaled. And like embedded into the front of the radiator is this cactus, and there's cactus needles all up in the radiator, and it's just dripping. Like anything that wasn't gasified is in a puddle on the ground, mixing with the asphalt goo.
That right there is a grand saguaro cactus, and those are federally protected, and you just drove right into it.
I think we have bigger issues.
Well, shit, you just destroyed a national treasure.
I'm pretty sure there are some more of this national treasure. Hopefully. I hope.
For the time being,
Probably.
until more of you types start driving through here.
Probably.
You both look around, and there
Anyway,
are.
how far away are we from this damn facility? I didn't exactly do my research. I got about like 2 pages into the folder, and then I fell asleep, and
I
you were
thought
still
you
driving.
couldn't.
Mhm.
I mean,
thought you
I
couldn't
do
read.
well with pictures, and there were some pictures.
Top
So you looked at the pictures.
Yeah, I got about 3 pictures in.
top Delta Green agents that you
two.
are, you look around. Immediately, you see there are no other saguaro cactuses around here, so truly devastating, horrible national tragedy blow. And then you see in the distance, luckily, through the mirage of the desert heat that pierces up through the soles of your feet, making you hop back and forth between your legs. You see a contrast of white on blue as pinpricks bend, dancing in the heat waves that waft above the blackened pavement. It's the SpaceX facility. Hard to gauge how far away it is, but you can see it.
Could
So
so I have military science land. Part of that I feel would be land surveying. Could I make a check to see if I'm able to determine how far away it is using the
Sure.
horizon stuff?
I
Roll.
was just gonna say that looks like a couple hours.
I would use roll D100, and then if it's lower than my check, I pass.
That is
Yep.
correct.
And
I
if it's like
pass.
44, 55, or like every such like that, it's also a crit, depending on you know.
Mine's a 50.
5-0 underneath your score. So you're going to pull out your sextant, place it on the sky,
What?
moving the
It's to
shade.
measure the horizon.
Oh, I heard sextant.
Yeah, that's what it is.
A sextant is
Oh.
an old-timey sailor device that they would use to
That's
measure
sex.
their position on the Earth by looking at the stars and celestial bodies. In this case,
Oh,
you have a shade that you place over the sextant and aligning it with the sun and the horizon. You figure this is probably about between 6 miles off in the didn't
I can rook that fine.
used to the imperial system. What is a mile?
Don't worry about it.
About there, it's about 10 kilometers.
How do I know about kilometers?
They go by tens, not by 3.1415 or whatever the fuck kind of pi numbers you're using for your measurements.
5,200.
You're gonna have to deal with it. I got the sextant. You got shit.
Yeah, if
6
I
miles.
got sex, you got a sextant. We're different.
You don't got sex. You're a terrorist that destroyed a national treasure.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fly my car by car. I mean plane into this cactus, which is the Twin Towers.
Well, shit. This is probably worse than that, honestly. They can build new towers. They can't build a new cactus that fast.
I mean, you kind of could. If you just had a DNA sample, you could pretty much clone things.
Well, shit. Why don't you grab some of the spines and stick them in your damn back
I'm not a-
pocket then?
Because I'm not a. You know what? That's actually a good idea. I'll do
There's
that.
a whole reserve of them, probably about 2 states over. But yeah, this might be the only one in Texas.
So,
Whatever. Let's start walking.
getting
Find out how many kilometers from one of the eggheads there.
Getting
Okay.
a back pocket full of saguaros mines, you guys trek through the desert. And it takes you about better part of 2 hours. You see this smear, this something large, glinting metal in the light that dominates the horizon. Surely it must be a reflected cloud or some far off mountain bending through the super hot air, but remains ahead of you. As you approach the construction site, it grows. A star bright point of light splits into several bright nuclear smudges that float above the ground, equidistant in a ring under a large orb of light too bright to look directly out without scorching floaters into your eyes. And the 2 hours pass. You begin to pass these little. They're about car sized panels that begin to emerge through the mirage in a complete ring as far as the eye can see that bounce the sunshine off the ground towards the installation, all collected by the Sauron Eye Towers that glow around the central structure that continues to emit this super bright light. And it raises up into the cloudless blue sky that shimmers in these waves of super hot air mirage. And that's when your hoofing it brings you to the guard post on the outside. Each of you drenched in sweat, burnt red skin that crinkles with flaky dryness, and half melted
I brought
shoes.
sunscreen.
Nope. Are you gonna share?
No.
My neck's already red.
Your skin's peeled already like a
I got
lizard.
I got a Stetson. It's gonna protect my face.
Oh, use your sextant. That'll surely help.
Stetson. It's a cowboy hat.
Like a 10
I
gallon
wasn't
hat.
He
talking
has a
about your
Stetson
cowboy hat.
Skyline. Yeah, he's a Stetson Skyline. It's gonna protect his face and neck from burns. His
Oh.
arms are fucked. His forearms.
It's got the
He's got a
vest
rolled
tan.
up. Yeah. He's got a bulletproof vest over over a rolled up like blue.
You look like you're shedding like a chameleon.
Yeah.
Well
Rather
known
be
for
a chameleon
shedding.
than take sunscreen for a terrorist.
You're a chameleon that takes cancer as a test.
I ain't gonna live long enough to get cancer.
The guard looks at you in amazement through the window, unwilling to open the takeout style pane of glass as he huddles next to a struggling AC vent. A crack pops through a speaker as he talks to you, checking your ID badge that you press against the window. He's like looking at the ID badge back at you, back at the ID badge, and then he eventually pushes a button that allows you to go through a sliding gate that's topped with razor wire. Hell, geez, y'all are lucky to break down close enough to walk in. Any further, one way or the other, it wouldn't have mattered much that you had reception. You'd be crisp bacon by the time anyone got to you.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can tell.
yeah.
I think I just sweat out every single amount of water I've drunk in the past 2 days.
Yeah, I hear you, brother. Well, go on inside to the front office. I'll call and let 'em know you're coming, and they'll sort you out, get you some water, or hydrate you,
That's
cool
more easy,
down.
like.
What?
Hear
What?
that? We're lucky.
Yeah.
We're lucky to have our car fucking explode 6 miles down the road. Hey, buddy, you know what kilometers are? How many is 6 miles in that?
Brother, do I look like a terrorist to you?
Yeah, see? No one cares about your stupid measurement.
I'm pretty sure everybody outside of America does.
Well, shit. I don't see nobody like that around here. Oh, I see more
Probably
eldritch
'cause you're in
sun
America.
creatures. Well, shit. You know, you might be onto something.
As you guys make your way inside, he picks up the phone and starts dialing an extension to what you assume is the front office. He's wearing thick sunglasses that shine with the reflective points of the several towers that collect and reflect rays of miles and miles of mirrored panels. And as you guys make your way towards the first corporate hell structure in the line of ugly prefab concrete buildings, I'm going to need you to make Constitution checks, please.
Okay. My constitution. Oh, that's my lowest stat.
No, don't
With a
get caught
13.
in a desert. Ooh, wow, good roll.
I have an 80. in
Wow,
it,
that
and
is a
have
high.
yeah, hardy is my distinguishing feature. I got a 10. So I'm just flexing on this European.
Oh, good. Yep,
All
yep.
right.
It's a good thing to do on a European. We're built strong. We're
Um.
built different over here.
Okay.
I
So
actually have to put a scarf on. I'm getting cold.
my three highest stats are strength, dexterity, and intelligence with a 16, 17, and an 18.
Yeah, con is my highest. Everything else is
I
like
passed by a lot,
nice.
actually.
Nice.
My weakest is power. I have very screwed willpower.
Oh yeah, my power's 15.
Mine's 8.
All right.
Oh, I might as well just give you put lace some weed into your food and then start saying it.
I don't believe in reefer.
There are bugs in your skin. There are bugs in your skin. There are bugs in your.
There ain't no bugs in my skin.
There are prairie dogs in your skin.
There might be for revenge.
Well, pieces. You
Yeah,
guys,
shrapnel.
you guys, you feel thirsty, but otherwise unaffected. You continue to avert your gaze away from these blinding points of light that ring this facility, but otherwise you're unaffected. And you push through this wave of. You just must be a mirage. It just must be just a heat that washes over you. As you go to the first of these buildings, there's now that you're right directly underneath this central structure, there's no denying the looming metallic structure that reaches up into the heavens above you, an affront to God Himself, surely dwarfing anything built to date. The base of this titanic edifice of steel reaches thousands of feet into the air and continues still into a spindly tower that slices through the sparse low-level clouds. A modern-day Tower of Babel. You're sure that your handler's skepticism would balk at the sheer scale of the project and begrudgingly give credit to such an impressive achievement. You don't dawdle on the sinuous cables that encase the beams like ligatures, or the swaying drift of the stem like spire, as you duck into the lobby, relieving yourselves of the punishing heat, cooled and refreshed by the impressive lobby's ice-cool air. Walking towards you in a tight blue mini dress is a young and attractive receptionist that smiles apprehensively towards your fresh arrival as you drip a snail's trail of sweat and melted rubber from outside into the vestibule. Oh, goodness gracious, it's a sculpture out there, isn't it, honey? Come on in. Weather report says it's going to get even hotter this week, too. Please,
How the fuck do you measure
the
the
fuck
heat
do
on
you-
that thing?
well,
There's a weather station that's like, oh yeah, the giant tower going up into space is gonna be 215 degrees today.
The hell do you mean it's gonna get hotter throughout the week?
just see,
I can bake a cake on the side of the road if it's not melted or on fire already.
Yeah, the asphalt's gone. You can't even bake that.
oh, come on, I'm just
I
seeing,
mean,
I'm just relaying the weather report, honey. I try not to pay too much attention. I'm only making $7.25 an hour over here.
How do you get here?
How did you get here? Also, what do you mean you don't try not to pay attention to it? How can you not pay attention?
Well, look, come on in here. Come this way. Let me get you some ice water, honey. And she hands each of you a glass and scooping.
Instantly melt.
No, you guys are inside a very air-conditioned lobby and scooping these.
Okay.
Yeah. Scooping generous amounts of fancy ice into each glass. She gives you before bringing a pitcher water, a Brita filter over to you guys, and gives you.
Laced with government tracking devices.
Dixie just grabs the whole pitcher and just pours it over himself.
Oh, goodness. Let me get another one. You know, you're not the first person to come in here a little bit pushed out of. Yeah, no, I'll be right back. Hold on.
You got to build a better road if this is like a recurring thing.
You know, we.
I was gonna drink some of that.
Well, don't destroy a national treasure next time. And then I also take Uriah's water.
I didn't
Emil's
get any.
water.
She
No, we
comes-
both got glasses, didn't we?
Oh, I thought we got a Brita filter.
We got glasses each, and then it. But you're not getting any water. I poured it on myself, and then I'm gonna knock back both of our cups.
I'm dodging out of the way. You ain't taking my water.
She comes
Roll.
back with two Brita filters and another glass for you, and Uriah handing you another glass. She fills it up with one Brita filter, and the other Brita filter she gives the other Brita water filled pitcher she gives to you, Walker, and she's just smiling awkwardly as she finally sees your warped and very brittle now badges that denote that you are both from Palantir. She pulls out some special thick sunglasses wrapped in crinkly plastic so each of you know they're fresh, single use, and sanitary. Continues to smile awkwardly. These for as the solar collectors can be dangerous, so make sure you're wearing protection.
Oh, I was told a lot about that in middle school. Um,
Gives Walker a wink.
Safety glasses are kind of for nerds, I gotta be honest. It's like wearing a helmet. Only losers do it, and I throw them
you
in the
look at the
trash.
eclipse with your bare eyes
Yeah, it makes me stronger.
and make
Oh
sure.
dear.
Um, I don't
You
know if
telling me you
being.
weren't looking at that giant thing out there? I stared at it for like 3 minutes.
How many fingers am I holding up? I'm holding up 4 fingers.
9? You're fucking with me, none.
I'm holding up all of my fingers except my thumb.
Man, shit, I can't even count. It don't matter that much. I count down, and I'm good at that.
3, 2. I'm good
Two,
at counting from 3 to
one.
1.
Yeah. I like blowing stuff up, or counting down how many prairie dogs are left. That's it.
Well, gentlemen, I understand that, it's not the first folks we've had out here from Palantir, so you have, I'll let everyone, the different department heads know that you will be making your inspections and you have free roam, free run of the place. Please take care of yourselves, and I really do recommend that you wear those glasses, but I suppose you know what's best, being from, the boss upstairs and all, so y'all let me
He
know if
doesn't.
you.
You don't get this far beating up greedy little unionizers with, wearing eye protection. That makes me
Yes,
like
you
them.
do.
Oh, I want PPE and I want sick leave and I want to be treated like a human being. Yeah, that's for the people who are fighting here. All right, ma'am.
Of course, I
Uh,
100% agree. That's not what I would ever want, and I just make sure, like,
Yeah,
anybody
you
that
should
I've
be
heard.
grateful for that 725.
I am, and my living quarters here, the dormitories where all of us live together. We all share a shower between the 600 of us.
I mean,
It's
you got that
fine.
fun net outside.
Well, no, they took the net down because it kept piling up with corpses, but I was grateful when we did have it.
Walker, I think you're making her just a little bit nervous.
Oh, not at all. I'm just happy, so happy that you're here. I gotta get back to work though, and if you need
Want to
anything
roll
else,
human intelligence to see if she's like uncomfortable or something.
go ahead.
Mine human intelligence, by the way, is 82.
That's really high.
I passed. That was so close to a crit. I'm gonna cry.
So this young girl is absolutely terrified. Two like extremely sweaty dudes just walked in here out of pretty much hellfire, and
Both of them pretty bulky.
yeah, and definitely just like threatened her job, and she's obviously on the edge already, and she is living out here in the middle of nowhere, and any kind of like attempt to get out through the heat would probably not work out well unless she was trying to become a crispy piece of bacon.
Ma'am, ma'am,
Yeah, yes. How can I help you, sugar?
I can tell you're terrified.
But no, oh my goodness, no, please stop. Now, if you need any more
But
information, I can give you what I know about the other workers trying to unionize. It's the best I can do and try and help you
Nah,
out here.
actually,
Walker, if Walker weirds you out, just say the word and I will deck him in the face. It's okay.
no, I'm actually more curious about these other. I checked down at my badge. What are we again?
Palantir is a
Yeah, the other Palestine workers.
Um, right. The other Palantir workers are setting up information and technology monitoring devices over with the tech folk. If you go to the IT department, they'll be able to help you out.
I think we should. Yeah, that's we work for them.
Of course you do, sugar. You got the badge.
Walker, are you feeling all right? Are you forgetting that we work at Palantir?
I mean, yeah, I'm a dedicated paleontologist.
God
Yes, you are, my man, Walker. Let's just go to the IT room and not stay here for any longer. Let's not dawdle. Let's go. Let's get our job done so I can get away from you as soon as possible.
As they're walking away, Walker's gonna do like a call me gesture to the to the secretary.
I'm gonna cry.
She ducks behind her like receptionist desk and picks up the phone, and it did not ring, but she just starts talking into the phone. Uh-huh. Yes, absolutely, sir.
I
I
think
can
she
get
likes
you
me.
I can put you right through right now. One moment, please. Oh, what's that? Okay. You guys head back outside, and immediately it's like getting slapped in the face by a UFC fighter. The wave of heat is intense. It is like hitting a physical wall. It immediately goes into your lungs and starts burning from the inside.
It feels like I just had heartburn come down my throat rather than up.
Looking over to your right, you do see some prepared and available. They're golf carts, but you can tell that the rubber wheels have been coated with this like slate rock coating that seems to give it some kind of insulation or protection from the superheated environment that is operating within.
You want to drive again?
Sorry.
If you do, you gotta promise me you're not gonna destroy another cactus.
I swear I will not destroy another one of those American treasure cactuses. Blah,
I
blah, blah,
will
blah, blah, blah.
shoot you.
And I'll shoot you again. Twice.
Okay. I offer my hand in the handshake.
It's all greasy and sweaty. I'm just like,
Yeah. My palm is like peeling.
Oh.
it's like a goopy
Yeah,
sloppy
it's
like
gonna stick to you when you like leave. You're gonna peel skin off.
it's like pancake batter where it's like there's little solid chunks in there, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
mostly
Shake my
liquid.
hand. Come on,
I'd
terrorist.
rather not.
Terrorist.
I pull out my gun and shoot him.
So you all
No,
pile
that they're terrorists.
you pile into the golf cart and start heading on this network of like I want to say it's just like really cheap and quickly poured concrete roads, like these like intersecting concrete roads that are just like thrown down. They're already cracked. Just bottom of the barrel, awful construction in general. And you work through, and immediately you notice some signs, like some like arrows and pointing to different departments and how to get there. Go ahead and give me a drive check really fast, just out of curiosity, Uriah.
It's sending it. It didn't work. It didn't respond.
Nope.
The bot is not working. Let's try that.
Bot broke. Broke bot.
Yeah, bot broke. It says this
Yeah.
application does not respond.
Who
Yep.
made this bot? Elon Musk?
Boxy dice bot? Yeah, dice bot? Yeah. Here, I'm taking a picture. I'm just gonna roll my physical dice and just take a picture of it, I guess. Oh wait, I don't have the D100. I'll just use 2D10s and make one a double digit. That's just that is a what's that? Did it not work for you either?
It did not.
It didn't work for me either.
All right, we're rolling physical dice this game. Oh boy.
One of you will have to roll for me. I do not have a D100.
By the way, I'll roll for you. I have pretty good luck. I got a 16, by the way.
You fucking crashed our car.
All right.
I didn't crash it.
You
it
destroyed a
exploded.
national treasure.
Shut
And
the
you're telling
fuck
me you
up.
have good luck.
Okay. So You guys peel over to the IT department. You actually do find it quickly, and it is directly behind another. It looks like these saguaro cactuses have been uprooted and transplanted over into this section of the IT department. You crest over a hill, and you're about to crash into them like the Dukes of Hazzard, but somehow you uh, you avoid them and come to a rest in front of the IT department and quickly make your way inside.
Dixie's gonna nod respectfully.
I didn't crash into the cactus on purpose. You know.
I don't know. I was taught that everybody that ain't American wants to destroy us. So
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of good reason for that.
yeah, well, you ain't gonna stop my prairie dog massacre.
There's prairie dogs in anywhere.
Not where there ain't no
Listen,
prairie.
there are prairies outside of America.
I will prairie dogs.
Gentlemen, how can I help you?
We're having a very nice discussion about certain national treasures, me being a terrorist because I'm not American, and what was that? Prairie dogs?
Yeah, we're talking about the Cynomus genus.
The
Um,
fuck?
all right. Well, do you have an appointment?
In fact, we do.
Oh, wonderful. And who's your appointment with?
I don't know. I forgot.
Okay. Well, go ahead and have a seat. And I'll go ahead and check with my superior if we're expecting anyone. I don't see anyone in the schedule, but hold on. Oh, just give me one moment, please. I'll be right back.
All right, what if I sneak in to where she's sitting at, write in our names, and then write down like 5 minutes, 20 minutes from now, and then walk back out.
Yeah, make sure you write my actual name, not the chicken. I would make that mistake.
So she comes on back, and you hear her high heels clicking on the marble floors. Click, 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 click. Well, she didn't actually mention anything. Let me go ahead and take one more look at my Oh. Oh my god, what's this right here? I didn't see. And man, was I drunk when I wrote this? What's. Okay, well, it says that you got a meeting with IT in about 5 minutes here. All right, well, I'll go ahead and take you on back there.
What does
God,
IT stand for?
it's
Uh,
information technology, honey. Don't you?
Yeah, I was joking.
he's not that well endowed. I just use him for protection, you see. Uh, probably. I don't know. He's not very smart.
I
Really?
carry the big stuff because he's weak, effeminate, European.
I literally have bulging muscles, and he's just like he's weak and effeminate. I just have like a pretty looking face.
It's what what's that Russian bazooka arm guys you starts with a B.
Bazooka?
There's a Russian dude that like has like fake muscles that there's like this chemical synthol.
Oh, he's got synthol, the oil
Yeah,
injected
it's
into
just
his arms.
synthol.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Well, we all have our specialties. I understand we have our roles. Like my role here is to go ahead and schedule appointments and take people back when they have those scheduled appointments to the people they have the appointment scheduled with. So, that's
Wait,
my
That is
function here.
sad.
No, it's
Walker,
very
stop
necessary.
being.
I mean, that's fantastic. You serve. I mean, I'd like to shake your hand, but my hand's like peeling. You're an
And
American
sweaty.
hero.
You have a goopy, sweaty, skin peeled chameleon
Yeah, because we didn't drive all the way
Wow.
here.
All right, gentlemen.
Because our radiator exploded.
Well, we're here. You go ahead and go on through that door, and you dial my extension. The front office is 0001 if you need anything. All right. Bye. And she click, 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 quickly heads back to the front desk.
I think the people
I have
here
no
like
idea
us.
how I did this. We are being very suspicious.
What?
Especially you.
What do you mean?
Specifically you, actually.
I fit right in here. They all sound like me. That's
You are
proves-
literally missing two teeth. Most of your teeth have cavities. You are very.
Russian teeth for liberals. It's a fig.
Listen, I don't want to. You look like a hillbilly
We
redneck.
survived for thousands of years without toothbrushing. Now suddenly we need them.
I mean,
Explain that one.
they didn't really survive. I mean, they kind of died from gum disease and gingivitis. I mean, the ones
I
that
ain't
were
ginger.
genetically resistant.
Checkmate. Hello.
I didn't say gingivitis. You know what? Never mind. Why am I talking to you?
The door opens and a huge man is standing there in the doorway.
Yeah.
He's taking
No.
up most of the doorway. He is broader than the door, so he kind of has to go sideways as he steps out. Yeah, and if you think about it, toothpaste is just a way for them to get the fluoride in you. I hear you,
Yeah.
brother. Yeah.
I
Isn't
extend my
fluoride
fist
good
out to
for your
like fist
teeth?
bump. No,
Fluoride's
it's
in
not. It's how they turn you into
That's how
a
they turn you.
liberal.
yeah, it's how they turn you
Yeah.
into a liberal.
Effeminate liberal. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
As
You
soon as you put that fluoride in your mouth, you're like, I want to go buy a skirt.
you know fluoride's in a lot of other stuff besides toothpaste, right? That you've most likely consumed.
I don't believe that. That's
Just like
You know phones are also government tracking devices, which is why I don't.
5G, 100%, brother.
yeah,
I
you're
hear you
right.
on that.
That's how they microwave the sperm cells for the New World Order.
The fuck?
Oh, this guy's been listening to info whores as well. That's where I get all my
Yeah.
information.
I don't think listening to other people who have biased controlled information from a site that's controlled information from another through another site of controlled information is very sound advice.
Well, that's called you're a nerd, and I didn't understand half of what you said.
Yeah, shut up,
Basically,
Frenchie.
you're watching biased information through a very controlled environment.
Yeah, but everything I don't like is also biased and fake because I don't like it.
Yeah, that's why it's biased because it's an opinion.
Yeah, because if I disagree with it, like it's not real.
You're all making my head
Sure,
hurt. What?
sure.
What are you doing here? I wasn't told by headquarters we were getting another team out here.
Well, they said the last guys were like, not as smart as people like you and I, and so they sent us to replace them.
Oh.
Apparently, they just weren't working out.
Yeah,
Oh.
they were
They didn't
actually
have
very
the
liberal
spine.
and they were very effeminate. They were both men. They were wearing skirts. They
Yep.
weren't that smart. I'm playing their side so I can get them on my side. You see what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
Flint leans into I don't actually know what the fuck Infowars is. I don't have cable.
Info whores. What the fuck is Info Wars?
I know that I whispered to the Frenchie.
But yeah, do you guys drink coffee?
Only Irish.
As long as it's not Black Rifle coffee, that shit's trash.
Yeah, that shit is awful.
You know, there's fluorides in potatoes, raisins, oatmeals, canned shellfish, like shrimp or blue crab, fluoridated water, brewed black tea, and coffee.
You just said way too many fucking syllables. You're gonna have to slow it way down, like 2 max, buddy.
So very, very, very popular foods like potato from the Ireland, from the famine.
Potatoes.
I just eat fucking
As the
NASCAR
the
wings, and
Potato has the Libby fluoride.
I just have
in it.
Popeyes, man. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Vegetables are for losers.
So I need like a fast talk. That's a Call of Cthulhu skill though. I think it's like this is kind of like a deception while you're trying to speed talk through.
Oh, this is not
them.
deception.
What are you
this is true.
doing?
This is true. Yeah, he's just telling the truth.
I was telling him.
I think he's just trying to make his head hurt so he fucks off.
Exactly.
You're doing a great job. Give me a human. This is human intelligence. You're trying to
Right.
You're trying to overwhelm him.
Yeah.
Yeah, overwhelm him with information that he should agree with, but he doesn't know if he should or not.
There is
No, he
steam
just does-
coming out of his ears.
D100. Hang on a second. D100. Oh wait.
Dixie's not doing much better.
It worked. The bot worked. All right, 31. That works.
31. You got a high human intelligence, don't you?
Yeah.
85, right?
No. 82, but close.
Ooh, okay. All right. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm gonna take your word for it and lie down. Actually, I gotta go. I gotta go lie down for a while.
I hope the next episode of Info Horse is very enlightening.
I love InfoHorse so much. They say all the things I want to hear, and all the pretty ladies in short skirts. They feed me what I want to hear, because they are information whores. I gotta go. The rest of the team's in there.
I love horse too. Bye bye.
our risk team's in there if you want to talk to them and figure out where we are in the operation. But I feel so ill.
Night night, go try some Tylenol. Oh wait, no, that medicine's liberal. You don't want to take
You're
Tylenol.
Yeah,
right. I
medicine
don't.
is.
Can't trust the. I can't trust the.
I just pray my cancer away, honestly.
Well, Jesus
You
was the best medicine, and you know,
okay, kill
any
Jesus.
any information that I receive into my ears that isn't uh, Tucker Carlson talking points, it just makes my head hurt. I gotta be right back. All right, just give me a minute. And
He's about to throw up from the amount of talking I did.
he
He's
heads
like,
out.
his world has been destroyed.
I don't know what's real anymore. He heads on down the cavern, the hallway, and leaves you guys to the IT room. And you see, coming back on in here, it is just your standard. It's just like a sea of cubicles, and each one you got people focused, doing their own thing. Some have headphones in. Just various pieces of equipment, broken down pieces of computers. See graphics card, pieces of RAM, half-built computers, server racks. This is a exceptionally well air-conditioned room. The server racks just seem to be like stuck in the middle of the room, and there are Cat 5 cables, Cat 6 cables running from the ceiling in a tangle back towards the rear of the server racks, but it's very poorly organized. Whoever did this cable run, it was a real piece of shit and had no sense of being tidy or being a professional. It's just like hackneyed together. Pieces of the ceiling tiles have been removed, and there's just like these long channels of wire runs that are hanging down in loops. It's real garbage work.
Walker, now is a good time to say I actually have no idea. I have no experience in computer science.
You think
Please
I do?
no, I was just letting you know, so don't rely on me on any computer info. By the way, yeah,
I figured we would just start cutting wires or something.
Emil's, oh my God, he's back. Yeah, Wookie, my computer science is 0.
Let me see if I have any actually.
John, I'm playing a French person.
No, I have none.
Good morning.
Good
I
morning.
wonder if. No, I feel like that's kind of like a real stretch.
Uh, what you doing?
I was thinking maybe because he's familiar with rigging in wires and electrical signals to send, uh, the command to detonate on an explosive. Maybe he could follow something. I kind of want to find the AC unit that powers this room and turn it off to fry these servers.
I
All
mean,
right.
that really wouldn't. I mean, yeah, that maybe.
Give me a mechanics roll. And John, we're going to say, to give you a brief synopsis, two gentlemen just walked into the room that you were in. You arrived as a Delta Green agent to this remote facility in the Bolsa Chica Desert in Texas, where Elon Musk is constructing a space elevator and making your way, ingratiating yourself into the IT department. You are working in a cubicle and just, it looks like busy work. You're just like disassembling and assembling the same computer over and over again. And you see
Oh, I totally fail.
a couple of different agents, and one of them walks over to the air conditioning unit and just starts kind of like
I
jiggling
actually
it.
I improve it.
Walker, Walker,
Yeah,
please don't mess with the wires.
I'm not messing with the wires. I'm messing with the vent right now.
Don't mess with anything at the moment.
Yeah,
You're no
so
fun.
so the AC unit wasn't seated properly into the wall, and you like give it a pull, and you suction it to the wall, and all of a sudden the heat that was leaking out through the pore seal, it just stops. And it's just much. You're just under a full-on torrent of icy Arctic wind.
Ah, this is much better.
Not for what I was trying to do. God damn it, you're soft, boy.
Oh, you're trying to fry the servers. Why don't you just ask me?
Shit, you just told me you don't know nothing about that.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about computers, but I can just throw water on everything.
Shit, why didn't I think about that? I mean, I got a multi-tool here. I can just start snipping wires and shit.
Honestly, your
That's
best bet
not.
would just be grabbing some wires and then going straight to the server.
Well, this is
It's
the
not
server room,
waterproof.
man. This is the server racks.
Yeah, the server room houses like the like all the there's an area where all the wires go into.
Yeah, there's server racks here, ain't you know?
Yeah, throw water on it. It's way easier and faster. And if we dried it up after the electrocution stuff, that we can dry it up and make it seem like, and then break the AC unit and make it seem like the heat did it.
Sure. Is there other people in this room?
Uh-huh.
There's that guy who just came in.
Yeah,
John, you actually
I stood
see...
like a few meters off at my desk.
Yeah,
I
John?
smell suspiciously like whiskey,
Oh.
and I don't look so good. I don't look
Um,
happy.
Do you have whiskey near you?
hey there. Do you happen to work here?
What?
Do you happen to work here?
Yeah. Hi.
Uh, uh, you don't really look the part.
Oh, you smell like my fucking dad, dude.
Yeah, you smell like my alcoholic uncle.
Yeah, it happens.
Can I roll human intelligence to see if he's an agent, or do we just know he's an agent?
John, you recognize these folks as some of the other agents that were being sent in by the handler, and you as well, both of you, you recognize his picture, Walker. You don't understand like why he's here, or if he's another agent. Uriah,
Was I
depending on
sent to kill this guy?
depending on
Walker?
how
No, Walker.
thoroughly. Yeah, you're right. Depending on how thoroughly you went through the manila envelope, you would recognize him as another agent sent here by Delta Green.
I mean, he is a physician. I'd say he's very thorough when it comes to important documents because you know patients,
Yes, then
patient
you know.
files, medical records.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you must be, air quote, John.
Wait, shit. We're not supposed to use our real names.
No.
No, you're
Oh,
secret agents.
Yeah,
just
I thought I was here as a contractor. I didn't know that we were supposed to. Oh, I'm so fucked.
Oh shit!
Walker,
Oh,
Walker,
fuck.
you might be best to legally change your name
I
from
don't know how to do
anything
that.
forward Walker. I'll do it for you
Okay, thank you.
if you pay me.
No, I'm not paying you. Fuck you.
10
Gotta go to
bucks.
jail.
10
Terrorist.
bucks, I'll do it.
Terrorist.
I'm not a terrorist for accidentally crashing after our radiator exploded.
Terrorist.
Anyways, John, well, you probably know.
No.
Walker's trying to fry the servers. I actually have no idea why.
Well, I mean, if I'm being honest, I figured it'd be like helpful. I mean, these guys are assholes. Look what they're doing to these workers. They're fucking sending them around this goddamn portable
Yeah,
sun.
but they would make more of those types of workers do their job and fix it.
Yeah, no, but this is information on the people trying to unionize.
Can I help?
Isn't unionization a good thing?
Like,
Yes,
get
that's
up.
why I want to destroy this shit, because they're collecting it to strike break. That's why we're here.
All
Shit, I
right,
just read the
let's go.
pictures.
Let's do this.
How about we don't?
Are you? All right, I'm trying to help the workers here, buddy.
Yeah, but Brian, I'm just saying we could help them in another way, but like they're just gonna make more workers just
No,
fix all this.
this is information on
You
them.
know they can restore it, right?
Fuck it, I plant C4.
Because you'd be much more effective to just blow
Not
up
listening.
everything.
Not
because
listening.
they can recover it. Because they probably
Yep,
store
good
it in
idea. I put
backup.
C4 right on the fucking server, like
I
tower.
wasn't serious. I wasn't serious. I wasn't serious. Do not blow up the server room. Also, we'd be incredibly suspicious if we did fry the servers as well, because we were the only people in here.
Let's blame that other guy that laid down. He was dumb as shit. He was
So,
dumber than me.
so that other
Huh.
guy, speaking of, you're you put the piece of C4, and to clarify, how many pieces of C4 do you have on you? I'm imagining
Uh,
like you have a bulletproof vest and you're just lined all the way around like a bomb
oh
vest.
yeah,
Okay,
I
yeah.
would assume around 6 to 8.
All
Instead of the
right.
mag pouches. I don't think he'd be
You
carrying
know,
like an AR. He'd be carrying just a sidearm tucked in a concealed carry holster.
you know what, Walker? Let's do it. Let's blame it on the other guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He was stupid.
You
So,
literally agreed with him on anything he said.
I didn't fucking agree with him. I was just trying him to fucking like me, bully you because it's funny, and then get him to fuck off.
Fair enough.
I don't know what
All
the fuck
right.
he was talking about. I don't know who any of those people you were talking about is. I blow up
I,
fucking prairie dogs. I don't have cable. I'm a
I
fucking loser.
don't know either. I just went along with whatever he said and just said enough information to make his dumb brain go bonk.
Walker's gonna put some dip in his mouth and then start rigging up the C4.
so yeah, you put the C4 on the server, and as you pulling the wires away from the C4, John, you're kind of looking at this and you're like, wait a minute, who's supposed to? This he's oh boy, I mean that doesn't look safe. And then as you look over his shoulder, past Walker, back through the doorway they used to egress to enter this room, there is a huge gentleman that's having to slouch and enter the room, and he's carrying a cup of coffee.
All right, I'm gonna distract him real quick.
You run over your
Oh,
eye. How do you distract him?
hey, I just got some new information about like the liberals, and I just have to tell you.
I hate those liberals so much.
Yeah, let's go together. Let's grab another.
While
Let
he's
let
doing that, can I roll demolitions to like speed up?
Can I help?
All right. Yeah, absolutely. So you're going to help. You're actually quite skilled with demolitions, John. So that's going to be a plus 40 on the roll for
I have
you.
70% demolitions.
I have 80.
Okay. We got a couple of demo experts here. Give
um
me a roll. Well, I don't know if you can fail that with a plus 40.
I don't think I can plus 40 on top of.
you really can't.
Yeah, I'll still roll.
In
Yeah.
case of a crit,
3. Oh my
Okay.
god.
Okay, so
Yeah, so you
I rigged this shit up like it's the mother of all prairie dogs.
yeah, and going along one of these cable runs up in the ceilings. Yeah, the mother of all cable dogs. Prairie dogs. Yep, yeah, you just kind of tuck it up in one of these cable runs and make your way out over the side of the room. And the rest of the employees in here have been listening to you and are not stupid, so they all immediately go on lunch all at once. Very union-y. Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're like, oh, please do it, please do it, please do it.
Grinning, giving you like thumbs up and different fist bumps. You guys all get outside of the room as Uriah, you're taking the gentleman with the coffee. What are you saying to him about the liberals?
yeah. What
About the
basically what I'm saying
libs?
is like, oh, I was like, oh yeah, I found new information about the liberals. He goes, grr, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm also pretty tired. I need some coffee. Walk with me, walk with me. So what's your name? I don't actually know. I don't actually care. But the liberals, I hear that they're trying to
Uh huh.
like
Oh.
riot against
Oh,
making drag illegal. They
Antifa.
Yeah, Antifa.
Antifa.
And yeah, they're trying to like make unions so they can and petitions to like reform or like repeal the I don't know, the Supreme Courts or the illegalization of drag shows.
No,
To change
not the directions. Craig time story.
yeah, men wearing lipstick and nail polish. Evil.
Oh, you're so evil.
Yeah, I also can't mind people or stand people minding their own business. Hey, what's that over there? And then I pull the trigger.
It explodes out of the room. Yep, that is going to be immediate fire. The fire klaxons immediately turn on, and everyone's just like exaggerating. Like no one's actually in distress. You set a pretty amazing amount of, just like the perfect amount of explosions to damage the server racks, but not actually harm anyone who's made it a safe distance away. So they're all running away. Oh no! Oh my god! I can't believe that
Yeah, you can cut
happened.
C4
Oh,
bricks to a degree and have them be like
shit.
shaped charges. So I imagine he basically just applied shaped charges just to knock those out without leveling the building.
Smart.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they probably could restore all that information, but still.
Probably not. I don't know if you. That shit is gone.
No, they
John
could have it backed up
goes over
somewhere
to
else.
Walker and gives him right.
Yeah,
Walker is
yep.
a he,
Yeah, Walker is a he.
like a drunk hug, like a really weird hug.
Dixie Man is gonna hug him back, but be like, "This is a little weird, and you sound kind of funny, but I like you."
Oh, this was wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank you for
what the fuck
this.
were we supposed to do here again? Find some heat signature? Should we? What the fuck is that big sun thing?
There's a wasn't there supposed to be some kind of weird thing here?
Yeah, there's a big ass heat signature, and I'm assuming that's the giant fucking sun that they've made with all the reflective shit.
Exactly.
Which is
Should we
So,
just dismantle it?
so immediately running out back into that room, that huge dude just takes off and goes back over to the room that just exploded and investigates the server rack. You hear coming from the opposite direction down the hallway the tick 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 of high heels on the marble, and you look over and you see a woman with kind of like funny hair that has these red streaks in it.
80s?
No, no, you recognize her. It's Grimes, and she's
Oh,
walking
uh,
next to Elon Musk.
oh, it's Elon Musk. Elon Musk.
And as he all comes to you and immediately addresses what's going on, as you are the Palantir employees in the vicinity, the other gentleman, the big guy, comes back out and he says he sees his boss and immediately starts sweating. And Elon turns to him. He's like, uh, what the hell happened? What's going on? And the big
He did
guy's,
it.
no, so sir, it's sabotage. So seems like infiltrators got in here and they blew it up right under my nose.
No,
who's
pardon,
infiltrating here? How the fuck are people
par-
getting in here? It's a
pardon, pardon me, Walker. Sir Elon Musk. It's actually him. He did it.
Son,
It's that big guy right there.
son of a bitch. They infiltrated us from the very beginning. I might have known. And
We all saw it. All three of us saw it. Walker over here, me and John.
all right. So the big guy immediately falls to his knees, and you see this black fluid start to leak out of both of his ears as his eyes go completely black, and he falls to the ground and starts convulsing. That's where we're going to take a 5-minute break.
I'm so smart, guys. Like how we even got in here. I just like wrote our names in as the person was taking a call. I'm so smart. That would never work. That would never work.
I mean, no, I think it would because you already had your character say that he could like when we were doing this stick about the who the rentals car name was under. You signed under
Oh,
my
true.
name.
True.
You've already you had already like established lore-wise that your guy forged stuff.
I am very intelligent, and his morals are questionable.
Well, he's
Oh
French.
shit, you're working. We're working for. I mean, you destroyed a national endangered plant.
French
Oh my
terrorist.
God, I am. Oh,
The only thing besides explosives that Dixie's intelligent with is plants and animals of the American Southwest.
because you like to blow up plants and prairie dogs.
No, he would never blow up a grand saguaro cactus.
Oh, sure.
Wanna hear about John?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, John is Well, technically, he's still a pest exterminator. That's how he got into the sort of Delta Green position. Very athletic, very healthy, physically at least. Great at demolitions, first aid, psychotherapy, heavy machinery, stuff like that.
He's not
Eventually, over the course of several missions, I think it should be about 6 or 7 now, his sanity eroded, and he's now an unstable alcoholic, and he can also manipulate the fabric of reality
A little bit.
a
a
little.
little bit,
A little bit.
Oh
enough
yeah,
to
Walker.
not die from a helicopter crash
Yeah, that's a
once.
lot more qualified for this job than I am.
Yeah, Walker. I witnessed him reach his breaking point, and apparently I reached my breaking point a long time ago. And I was playing a very chaotic person named Seth who had DID.
Yeah, I'm just lowest bidder, bottom of the barrel, like cheapest PMC grunt they could get.
But yeah, I'm playing this French type person. He's a physician, and he is very physically healthy with con and charisma being his lowest stats, but still being above a 10. I just realized I'm looking at my stats, and they go in order from 13 to 18.
Oh, what are the chances?
Yeah,
That is how the hell?
I'm just using the pre-made PMC demolitionist
I
because
used a generator.
I
It
I
generated
should
pretty much everything.
if I keep playing, I will probably do a generated character. I'll probably let Dixie die or retire to a fun
Oh,
run
I
with
can
the
help with
saw.
that.
I think the ending I want for him is he doesn't give a shit about any of this. He just wants to retire and blow up more prairie dogs in Arkansas.
He's like, I don't like French terrorists. They blew up a cactus. I'm
He,
out of here.
he's gonna like go to sleep every night for the rest of his life just dreaming of that beautiful Grand Saguaro cactus. 800 liters of water contained within that cactus destroyed.
John, for context, I have the highest driving stat out of me and Walker with a 55. And, well, the radiator blew up. I failed the driving check and I accidentally ran over a precious American treasure. And he called me a terrorist.
Oh, it's
At least.
also it would totally not be in Texas. Just that's why I'm making a big deal. They're already endangered, but they're only native to Saguaro, which is southwestern Arizona.
Motherfucker, you made me worry for nothing. I'm gonna.
Well, no, they are endangered and they're native to a very small range. So you just destroyed something that was like getting into a completely different
Exactly.
environment and expanding. That is
Exactly.
so much worse.
Exactly. That's why I'm not worried. Because it makes you sad.
Awful.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I am a
You know,
terrorist. I actually
owls.
am
You
playing a
know,
terrorist.
owls need to survive off of the water contained within those. You know how many animals can be sustained by a Grand Saguaro cactus?
Uh,
They
Mom.
get to be 35 feet tall. Did you? What do you? Like 10.5 meters or whatever.
Wow. That's actually really cool though. I'm just being cynical.
They weigh like 1,500 pounds.
Oh, that's my mom right there. Has a lot of water and
Yeah,
a lot of pounds.
and it was growing in this fucking hellscape, pure unrelenting heat.
Oh, that's
Oh.
even worse. That it was like a
Yeah,
really resilient one too that I just kind of ran over on accident.
poor little. Any animal would be long fucking dead in this environment, except for maybe like some beetles and stuff.
Or things that live usually in the ground.
Yeah, a lot of stuff in the desert will live in the ground during the. Yeah,
Yeah.
true. True. They have to get pretty deep though.
Yeah. Because literally the asphalt fucking melted.
Yeah, sand doesn't hold heat actually too well. It dissipates pretty quickly. So as soon as
Yeah.
the sun goes down, it's probably nice. But right around sunset, oh my god, with the angle of the sun, it would just be fucking awful. Laser beams.
Yeah, they got to get deep, just like Uriah Moms likes it. All right, and back to the show. So, you guys see Elon Musk walk up with Grimes, and as Grimes kind of hangs on his shoulder, he snaps his fingers. And immediately, blood, black, just starts leaking out of this guy's ears and eyes. He falls to the ground and starts convulsing his seizures and biting his own tongue. He starts to bleed out of his mouth, smashing his head onto the concrete marble again and again and again until all of a sudden he stops moving.
That's fucked up.
Oh, what a shame.
Well, he was a traitor, after all. He damaged our facilities and can't allow anyone to come between us and the culmination of this wonderful moment, can we?
How dare he? How despicable.
Indeed.
Mon Dieu.
I trust the rest of you are not having any troubles finding the remaining employees who have been sabotaging our operations.
So far, I think it was just that guy that we've come across.
Yeah, Lone Wolf.
Let me know. If anything else happens, I'll be holding you all responsible.
Will do, Mr. Musk.
He gives you each a long, hard look before squeezing Grimes' ass and continuing to walk out of the building.
Why does Grimes look so much like a 16-year-old?
I don't know, probably pedophile.
I've never
I-
seen crow's feet.
I bet go and
big.
look at who went to that little island. I bet that motherfucker's on it. Could I roll a cult maybe to see if I
Could
can
I as
find
well?
like, yeah.
Oh,
My cult's 50.
Oh, you guys want to roll a cult? You want to examine Elon Musk for being part of the cult, do you?
Yeah.
Alright.
That and the shit that he just, the black magic hoodoo voodoo princess and the frog magic man did to that thing.
Oh,
that
sure.
guy.
I mean, that was weird that that guy just kind of like smashed his head into the ground until he died. That
I
was
failed
odd.
by a lot.
Oh, no, it seems
I
like...
want to roll a natural.
Yeah, I'll accept an unnatural roll as well. Unnatural or occult.
No, I fail.
I think I also fail.
Hard skills.
Yeah.
Difficult
Yeah.
skills.
My occult's 50, so
Why is your occult 50?
I don't know. It's auto-generated.
God
I mean,
damn.
that would have been pretty useful. Your guy doesn't seem to know too much about the occult, though.
About this specifically, yeah.
that's
But no,
true.
like, I honestly have no idea. Like, there's like, I don't know. I just did the auto-generate thing and was just like, yep, that's what I'm fishing in. Boop, boop.
All right. Well, our job was to take out that fucking heat signature, and it's glaring right out fucking side. So
So, would C4 work? I don't know.
yeah, absolutely. That's why God made it.
So,
This is proof of divine existence.
Very much is. Why don't you just like go walk up to it like right now, with bomb strapped to your chest, and go Allah Akbar, and then blow it up in front of it. So
Hey,
I don't
I'll
to see
have you
you
know
again, and
I
my job
served
can
in
be done.
Afghan. I don't find that too funny.
I don't really care. I'm not an American.
Afghan.
I'm just saying that those motherfuckers are braver than you. They didn't kill no cacti. They just blew up American soldiers.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't they like traumatize and blew up a bunch of people? Like,
I
same
have a
as
little
the
bit
other
of trauma from my time over there, but nothing is gonna ever compare to what the fuck I've witnessed you and that creepy fucking pedophile do today.
Looking
know what?
out.
Yeah.
Looking out on the floor-to-ceiling bay windows, you do see around this building, you can see from this perspective 3 of the 5 towers that catch the solar reflectors, and each one of the tops is red hot and glowing. And these seem to be filtering down into some kind of heat exchanger, some water turbines, water-powered turbines. The electrical cables run down back towards the central spire. This massive, just completely cyclopean building that rises up into the sky, and then from a slender, spindly tower continues even higher. And
What if I
there,
shoot it?
shooting, this is America, friend. Shooting it always works. And there on the top, up above the clouds, this point of white-hot light.
And what if I shoot it?
Well, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of mirror components. However, C4 doesn't explode from heat.
Yeah.
So if we somehow get it into even these like really hot vital points, it won't detonate unless it's an electrical signal. Can I roll explosives? And John, you can help me out. And we can try to determine where the best place on this whole apparatus would be to place explosives.
Can I also roll
Yes.
help with explosives, even though I have nothing in explosives?
Let's do this.
All
Get out a notepad and I start making
I
calculations.
think even though it's a 95, it still succeeds with the 40 bonus.
right. So, what exactly are you trying to accomplish? Are you trying to blow up one of the towers? Are you trying to blow up all of the towers? Are you trying to blow up the
We're
central
trying-
spire?
We're
keep on guard.
trying. So we're using. I'm just surveying right now, not planting, to look for what the like. I see how it works. I want to know what the best way to just shut down the heat signature is.
The
Whether
least
that
amount of damage we need to do to make it not work
yeah,
anymore.
the most efficient way to achieve the result of just shutting this shit down.
With the amount of C4 you have? Let
Yeah, with
me
what I have.
see.
Hmm.
Go ahead and with John helping you, give me a demolitions roll. It's going to be at a -20 because you do not have the schematics or the detailed architecture of these different towers that surround the central spire. You're not sure how much electricity, if there's a backup, if the damage you'd be able
I
to
think
do.
I still auto succeed even with a 20 penalty.
I was gonna say, even if you failed, we could just like find a way to snab the schematics, or at least I think I could, because I'm very
Yeah,
socially
we could do
adept.
that. I think we should succeed though, because I have 80 and then I'm getting the 40 bonus, which would be 120.
And then -20, so
Yeah,
like
so 100.
yeah, even with a 20, he still succeeds because it goes up to
I
100.
got a crit.
So
That's
no.
not
Oh, you
good.
got a crit? What'd you
Crit would be
crit?
11.
That's not a crit.
Oh, okay.
That a crit's 11, 22, 33, 44,
Oh,
45,
okay.
100s
69.
and 1 as well, and 69.
All
Okay, I
right.
thought it was like a percentage.
So let's slow down a little bit here. So I am taking into consideration the bonus that John's going to give you. In this case, it's only going to be a 20% bonus, and it's going to be at usually a -40, but with the 20%, it's only a -20. So
Oh, okay.
so subtract -20 from your skill and then roll the die. Oh,
Again?
no, would you roll?
I rolled the
He
10.
rolled 95.
You rolled
oh,
a
10.
10?
Yeah.
Goddamn. So, John, there, seeing the Matrix, you use the calculations and he corrects you here and there. You, instinct, guided by your pure American heritage, just know what to do. And you think that by placing a piece of C4 on the inside of each one of these towers and having it collapse down into the towers, you can do a 9/11 2.0. And so hopefully get each one of these towers to come and collapse in on the spire, which might...
Or the plane that hit the Pentagon.
Or the plane that hit the Pentagon. And it might be enough damage to knock the spire down as well.
How much would this be all my C4, or do I have some left to shove down Musk's throat?
Well, I mean, you always got the backup C4, but that's for special
I have a
occasions.
frag grenade. Actually, I have a frag grenade.
Always keep the frag grenade in the back pocket.
Yeah, I'll just do a martyrdom, worst case scenario.
Allah Akbar!
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned from my enemies.
Oh, you're not the only American that brought techniques of terrorism back home, so they... Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
So...
So we should go to the first tower, right?
You're
the
gonna...
first of the twins.
Damn it. So you spend the next, I'd say... Yeah, at this point, it's getting pretty noony, mid-afternoon. It's about 1, 2 o'clock. It
Doing
is
this all without getting eye protection, by the way.
okay.
I'm using eye protection.
So it's really hot since Uriah, you're using eye protection, and John, you've been out here for a second. You as well have been using these sunglasses. While they look a little goofy, they are heavy duty and they do protect you somewhat from the scalding heat and the reflections that bounce around. Immediately, what you recognize, Jack Dixie Walker, is that I'm getting a little bit of echo from you. One
Is
of
that
you.
me? That's not me.
I'll ignore it for now. Soup. Um. So, Mr. Walker, you're
Yes.
going between these different towers and you're placing the explosives, following the plan that you, John, worked out, aligning the C4 exactly where it needs to be, up a little bit. All right, so that's going to be hopefully in a weak point, and then, all right, that's the right spot. And it takes a few minutes. It's not the first tower, but the second and third tower where the reflections begin to dance around you. These points of white light are shining and reflecting off of the building, the glass, the metal that surrounds you, all these corporate structures. They all burn bright with this super reflected white light. I need you to make another con check as you're seeing spots that are making you dizzy, and they're around you, they're swirling around you. It's like you're surrounded by these flashing.
I pass.
You brush it off again. Once again, you feel this
I close
weight.
my eyes and do it with my eyes closed, and I think of Peepaw's farm.
Just blink it out, blink it out. It's not ain't nothing. And you successfully navigate around all 5 towers, running a lot of the Cat 5 or some other electrical miles and miles of wiring that you would need for this. Somehow you have it, and you're good to go.
All right, we should probably work out a plan for how we're gonna kill this
Boom.
rich asshole. Well, not the boom. The boom, I just click.
I just said kaboom out of character.
Yeah, I just hit this handy dandy little remote detonator, and the whole thing's gonna go up like the 4th of July.
You know, what if we just caught him off guard? What if I like just talk to him while like you just hand me an unpinned grenade and I just be like, think fast, chucklehead, and then just dodge back.
If we could try to, I mean, he's a dumbass, right? Like, he's a total fucking moron. We could just tell him it's like, it's got data on it of the union members.
I have a perfect idea.
Let's just tell him it's like a
What
data
if we just
brick.
what if we just mail him and his family anthrax?
I don't know what the fuck that is. That sounds like some sort of like
It's like the
vegan
explosives,
food.
but no. It's like the
I'm not
explosives,
fucking.
but
Where's the
poison.
post office around here? Let's fucking blow him up. God damn it.
True. Why can't we just blow up his office while he's in it?
Good point.
Hey,
But
hey
that didn't work on
guys.
Margaret Thatcher.
Hey guys.
Oh, hello, John. How are you?
Take a look at this. And remember Wookie last session, when my character almost died?
Uh
In that ship with the aliens? When you said my first aid kit had meth?
huh.
I got a little something for this coffee. What do you think?
Yes.
I hold up like a syringe with a clear but like slightly bluish liquid.
Only if you let me do it. I
Yeah,
want to poison someone.
come on, take it.
I love
It's
Breaking
yours.
Bad.
I've always wanted to do some agent spy stuff like that. Please, please, please.
Yes.
It's downright
When
Russian.
should I sync up the detonation?
All right, you use the detonation as a distraction so me or John can put the meth in his coffee.
Do we have this is out of character. Do we have some like headset or something so like I can wait down
Our
here? Yeah, send me a text when you want the shit to go down. You guys go up there. I'll stay down here in case the wiring has any issues, and I'll detonate and then rush up to you.
Sounds
Cool.
like a good plan, John.
Yeah,
All
let's
right,
go.
John. Let's go poison, or well, not really poison, but lace this guy's drink.
Hmm. I take
We
a
just like,
swig from my flask, and I go.
poor choice in alcohol, but
Little bit of liquid courage. You guys making your way
downtown
towards. Hmm.
Elon Musk,
You had
like his
Rosebud
the
office.
guy.
oh, you had the general direction of where you saw Elon Musk walking, and you realized that one of these prefab buildings is all quite a bit larger, quite a bit nicer than the other ones surrounding it. It's got a bunch of dead grass around it where this these rolls of forgetting the name of grass, but yeah, where this grass died and never was replaced. You head on over to it.
Scorched little burnt twigs. I
Oh,
think it's John that's echoing.
John.
Oh.
And yeah, you make your way inside the building, and you immediately see that everyone in here is hyper focused on their work. The receptionist does not even look up from her computer as you enter. You're walking directly up to the receptionist's desk, and you stand in front of it, waiting for a moment for her to recognize you. She never does.
Pardon me, miss.
She starts like
Hello.
she doesn't react immediately, but then after you say hello, she starts and she's very, very startled. She looks at you wide eyed. Um, oh, yes, yes. How can I help you?
We have some important information to deliver Elon Musk. You know about the people, traders, like that one guy who blew up one of the server room.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Go ahead, go ahead. He's expecting you. Go ahead, not up.
Uh-huh. That was easy. John,
She
let's go.
she did not look away from her
Yeah.
computer. She just keeps looking at her computer.
I do not think she's okay.
Why do you think
Oh, because she
that?
has that frazzled look in her eyes like you do.
Oh. Hmm.
Like she's seen or experienced or currently is experiencing some shit.
Hmm.
Or is a really good actor.
But why would you act that way?
Could be a trap. Lower our expectations, make us not really expect to run into any trouble. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can put someone's expectations or, build up their confidence or lure them into a trap.
Hmm.
And one of those things being surroundings. If everyone looks panicked and you're not, then you'll either panic yourself, or if you have a handle on the situation, you'll probably feel a little bit more confident and not think about the outlies, red flags.
As you both make your way over to the elevator, you, Emil, as you're explaining this, you realize that you've just been pressing on the elevator button, like the ground floor button, for a while now. And confused, you look up at the floor indicator and you see that it has not moved from the top floor.
Uh, Darn.
It's not too
We
bad.
need privileges.
It-
I'm gonna steal white privilege real quick.
It's not too
I'm
bad.
kidding.
It's only a 5-story building, and the
I
stairway's
was about
right
to say
there.
stairs.
Yeah, stairs could work if there's stairs.
Stairs are right there next to the elevator.
I guess we have to actually use our leg. What a shame.
Jesus, you're more American than fucking
Wait,
Walker.
it's clearly a trap. We gotta use our arms.
What?
Our legs will not work here.
What?
These stairs are rigged. You
I'm
must
gonna look.
climb up the side of the building.
Now that I hear him think that, I'm gonna like be like aware. Can I like roll intelligence or alertness or something to see if they are in fact rigged?
Making your way into the stairway, go ahead as you gingerly push it open. Casting a glance back over your shoulder, John, you see that the receptionist does not think it's weird that the elevator didn't come down. She still continues hypnotically to focus on her computer, not acknowledging your navigation into the stairwell.
I would also like to roll alertness.
Oh, was it alertness or intelligence?
I'll accept either alertness and
Oh my
intelligence.
God, he rolled a one. Intelligence? If it's intelligence, then I think I succeed.
You see, ascending up before you, a normal stairway.
Yeah, I pass. But yeah, Arthur Green slash John rolled a one. That's a really good number. Does he get any brownie
Awareness.
points?
I now have 360-degree vision for one
Lurking
millisecond.
Wow.
in the shadows are uh, little tiny saguaro cactuses, but nothing abnormal.
Oh my God. Uh, well, it's clearly not a trap, at least the stairs.
Yeah, okay.
I have a very poor French accent, but it's okay because I can pronounce French words like a French person, just not French English words in a French accent.
Are you saying this out loud?
I'm not actually French. You see, my real name is John Green. Or what's his name? Not John Green. I was looking at Arthur's profile and just read off his name accidentally.
Arthur Green is his legal name. John is his agent name.
Yeah, I know. I just don't. I just said John Green for some reason. I was trying to say a different name, but I already forgot the different name.
My character uses his legal name as his agent name because he didn't get the memo.
So did Steph. Steph did the same thing. His real name was Seth.
I mean, Dixie's a nickname.
Yeah, but it's very easily. Um, never mind.
Making your way
I
up
loved
to the
it.
top of the stairway, you find that the very top floor, the stairs begin to become squishy. Immediately,
Mm.
John, you recognize it first. Pouring out of the top floor is skin that begins to coat everything that you touch. The floor has a give to it as you begin to step up, each step weighing, falling a bit under the weight of your body. You hold the railing, and that too drips underneath your hand as if it's too hot, the warmth radiating up into your hand. You open the door, and a bit of this black fluid spills out like a mini tsunami down the stairway. You have to hold yourself against the door and the railing to avoid being swept down the stairwell, and it continues to flow around you, eking up through your already damaged feet. The soles, the soles, your damaged shoes, they begin to fill up with this warm, hot liquid that's black, the bubbling, thick oil. As you make your way into this long room, the entire top floor of this prefabricated building is one room. The ceiling is an arched dome, affording you a expansive view of your surroundings. And on the other side of this large room that stretches out before you, completely coated in this black, oily, viscous liquid, is a desk, behind which sits Elon Musk, fingers steepled. Gentlemen, please come in.
Do you want coffee? I mean, uh, I don't really know what to say.
Quite. I'd love a cup of coffee. And he opens his
Oh,
mouth, and a tongue reaches all the way across the room, hundreds of feet, wraps around the cup of coffee you offer him, and retracts back. At this point, the door behind you closes, and the pool of black liquid that you are standing in, you see just a cosmos beneath your feet. The floor is pricked with stars, rotating nebulas, suns, every astral body that you can think of, comets with long tails arcing off into nowhere. As you look
whoa.
outside, the glass dome that stretches around you just pours bright, hot light into this room, but this room is cold.
I love the cold so much.
That's some killer air conditioning.
That's some killer looking stars you got in this goop.
I like my surroundings to reflect my home.
Ah, I do too. You see, I very much like. You like jazz? No,
Do
I
you
don't
like
say that.
jazz?
I think at this point,
You like
Walker
jazz?
Walker's struggling with boredom of not like anticipation. Could flip a coin of whether or not he detonates it early or not?
Uh-oh.
Sure, go ahead, roll D100, under over 50. Which one? Is it over or under 50? Do you blow it up?
Uh, you pick.
Under 50, you blow it up.
It's detonated.
I am so blaming Walker, by the way, as a scapegoat, so I at least survive.
A huge explosion rocks the building that you're in. The concrete free prefab building starts to collapse around you. Immediately, this giant ripple just undulates the floor ooze that you're all standing in, and Elon grimaces, and the frown, the edges just continue to descend and ooze all the way down his body to the floor as his body begins to shift and morph. And
I
I'm
shoot
gonna
him.
need you guys to tell me what your dexterity is.
My dexterity is 17, I think. 17? Yeah, 17.
So that would
Which
be
Can
I
I
which I
can
85.
believe is
I
85.
reflexively shoot him the moment the thing blows up?
Because things are blowing up,
How
I'm
long?
gonna go ahead and give you a opportunity to shoot him. So go ahead and shoot! Ah!
Can I do
Uh,
the same thing?
yeah, absolutely. You guys knew there was an explosion coming. You whip out your guns and and shoot Elon
I pass.
in the face.
What modifiers are in place here?
I'll give you plus 20.
Cool.
God,
Done.
not
Success.
that
Nice.
you need it. Jeez, all right.
Suckies. We both suckied.
Uriah, what? No. John, what's your dexterity?
My dexterity is 70. So I
Also,
roll that as well.
for some reason, my unarmed combat's also 80. I have no idea how the hell this shit works. Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
roll
I
damage.
succeed dex. I succeed dex.
Oh wait, do we both roll for dex?
Nope. I just get your dexterity scores. That's how it works in this system. It's not like D&D where you actually roll for initiative. I just take your
Oh
dexterity, and
yeah,
whoever's
yeah.
faster gets to go. So
Okay.
Uh, D10 for damage, right?
depends on your gun. If it's a
Pistol.
medium pistol, that's going to be a D10.
Um, I
I think
might
that's what
have
he said.
actually switched to a D12 pistol as part of, becoming an alcoholic.
Yeah, you need a bigger gun when you're an alcoholic. Just ask Elon.
4 damage.
4 damage. Got the
How
damage.
much damage do you do, John?
9.
9.
Ooh, that's hot.
Yeah, it is.
So, Uriah, you shoot him, and part of his tongue lashes out and catches the bullet. And then
Disgusting. How long does it take for meth to kick
Uriah, oh, excuse me, John, you shoot him and you hit the bullet that was caught in the tongue, and it actually goes through the tongue and blowing out the back of Elon's head.
Well, I don't stop shooting
Are their
if I
guns
can.
suppressed, or would Walker hear this?
Oh no!
'Cause-
Oh no! These are normal guns.
Okay, he would be sprinting as fast as he could towards you.
Walker, as you're sprinting, you're watching this domino effect of all five of these towers crashing down almost in slow motion as you rip into the prefab building that you saw your friends disappear into, and they slam into the central spire, which begins to sway dangerously. You're seeing like an undulation, like a uvula contracting up and down as the space elevator looks all too organic in the moment, as it is wildly gesticulating, as these towers, these solar collectors that have been absorbing energy for it, smash into it, and you blast into the lobby area. The receptionist still not looking up from her computer. You just jam straight into the stairwell and start charging up the stairwell. You're going to be in the initiative order. I'm just going to put you at the bottom.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
He is
Nice
thinking
job, though.
he is thinking to himself, "Take that, Afghan. We do it better."
What a wonderful world.
I see. They did 9/11. America does it better.
America's also better at being stupid.
Yeah, damn right. USA #1, motherfucker. Take that, inanimate object.
USA!
We're better at everything. We're better at being retarded.
I am brain dead and proud.
All right, so Elon's going to go ahead and you see coming out of Elon's sides as you think he's collapsing to the ground now that his head's been blown out. The back of his head's been blown out of his head, but he catches himself, and his arms, his front arms, begin to expand into these giant claws as these legs rip out of his sides, and his torso elongates into a centaurian like disgusting abomination of these chitinous legs. And
Oh, chitin. I thought you said shit.
there's
I got it.
You say, oh shit, as he charges all the way across the building, closing 200 feet in about a second, and he's in front of you now, and his tongue coils into a spring and then lashes out and tries to go through the back of your head, John. That's going to be a success. He's going to do 4 damage to you, John, as the tongue
Yeah.
goes inside of your mouth and goes down your throat and into your stomach and starts lashing out in your internal organs.
Can I
That's
bite
disgusting.
down?
You bite down and it just starts releasing more oily tongue into your body. You start to choke.
Mm.
Oh, where'd it go? Oh shit, I dropped it. Oh no. Oh fuck. Oh no, I dropped my dice. Oh, it's gone.
You know when
Oh, it's
you know
gone
when
forever.
people say that
Oh no, it's right
you know
there.
when people say they like tongue play. I didn't expect it to be like this.
Not like this. Not like this.
Man, wait. I should be experienced with this. He's French kissing John.
Mm.
Okay. I gotta re-roll this one because I dropped it on the ground. Okay, that's a fail. So,
That's how I lost all my dice.
85. Psh, dumb. Yeah, so one of these giant scorpion claws comes over and tries to decapitate you, Uriah, and you duck just below it in time.
Boink.
And that's when Walker, you burst through the door and you see this scorpion man try and French kissing one of your friends and trying to grab the other with its crab like claw with the claws.
So with the severe sun and light damage to his eyes, and the explosions and shit, he doesn't see that. He sees the mother of all prairie dogs,
Oh my God.
and he's just gonna fucking scream and channeling his career as
Redneck
a
hillbilly
yeah,
energy.
his hillbilly heritage of being the quarterback in high school
Oh
for
my
the
God.
Arkansas Bulls. He's going to just rush and shoulder slam this fucker and shove a frag grenade down its throat.
Frag him. Gotta frag him. Okay. Yep. It's not like he can close his mouth. He's got, yep. He's kind of got the mouth open.
And it's kind of stuck in John's stomach, down its throat. Hot as fuck.
I succeed.
What are you rolling? Athletics?
I rolled demolitions because it's an explosive. Should I roll?
That's hard for me to argue with. You are just shoving.
If you're gonna go to him and grab him and then put a grenade in his body directly, it should be either melee or it should probably be melee.
How about all right? Maybe
Well, it's not
all
like
right.
you're punching him. It's you're
Yeah,
just throwing a grenade in there, or like you're just
well,
going
all right.
placing one.
I'm putting a grenade in his mouth, and then maybe now I roll for unarmed combat to try to get him away from blowing up my friends.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not like a very yeah.
I can roll, or we can have it go. I'm fine. It's up to you guys whether or not I want to be caught in the radius.
You arm the grenade. You successfully get your frag grenade. You pull the pin. Let the other thingy go. Lever thingy.
Yep, the spool.
Spool. Yeah, and then yeah, he's gonna try and it's too cool. It's too badass. Really cool. Yeah, you shove the frag grenade into his mouth, and he goes. "Gwah!" His eyes go really big for a moment.
Seriously, how long does it take for meth to kick in? We did Lace's coffee.
How'd you
I
get the
think this
meth in
shit's
his
gonna
coffee?
kick a little bit more.
Ah, how'd you get meth in his coffee? Now,
Because Arthur Green has meth, and we said we were gonna lace it.
I do
Yeah.
remember that. Lethality rating. Where's a frag grenade when you need one?
It is it is 15.
20? Oh, okay, I was close.
15%.
15% lethality rating?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's
Uh-oh.
5d6 damage if we convert lethality to damage.
Uh-oh.
If I have a little bit of C4 left, that is 30% lethality.
Yes, 10d6. It's insane. I've done it. It's great.
If things go bad, I think Dixie's willing to suicide bomb with the remaining C4 and frag.
I've blown up so much with Arthur Green so far. It's fucking ridiculous.
Dixie might make an impromptu suicide vest, depending on how this goes. He really doesn't like this pedophile prairie dog.
He's not really a pedophile. It's just Grimes looks very young.
Dixie doesn't know that.
Dixie doesn't know that.
He's a pedophile eldritch prairie dog.
Grimes is like 35, I think.
He's
if
gonna
that's
send
not
him
the
to
exact number.
Peepaw's farm in the sky.
Yes. Make him another prairie dog.
Yeah, he's a mother of all prairie dogs.
Oh yeah.
Well, if I'm not mistaken on how demolitions work, I remember that the old way of doing lethality was John's was saying. But
3% make 1d6.
yeah, 3% makes 1d6, so in this case it'd be 5d6, like you said. However, I think the more modern lethality rating is...
It's just rolling instant death.
Yeah, rolling instant death. But if it doesn't roll instant death, you take the tens and the eights, the tens digit and the single digit, and you add them together. So it'd be 7 plus 8 in this instance. Since 78 is above 15%, he doesn't immediately die. But he does take 15 fucking damage. So you all see his belly expand to about 20 feet, and you all are knocked back about 10 feet. Each one of you give me a dexterity roll to see if you stay on your feet.
Sure. I definitely passed.
As do I.
You crit pass.
Oh,
Each
I get a
one
crit?
of you pushed,
I
yeah,
s-
44.
I spit the dip that I put in my mouth, or like in a server room, right into his fucking eye.
Ah,
Mm.
he squints, grimaces.
I
John?
fail.
What the fuck is all this shit on the ground? I
Oh,
didn't know they made prairie dogs this big.
Oh, your dexterity was 17. Or no, 16.
70.
Oh.
So, John,
I
you are
rolled 4 above my score.
pushed, and you create a wake through this black pool all over the ground as you are knocked prone. Each one of you, both Uriah and Walker, you both stay up on your feet as you are pushed back, but you are not knocked down. And you look at Elon, and he is bloated. His belly has distended
Can I
into
pop it?
something grotesque, and you see all these leaks, these holes inside his stomach where these jaws are starting to form and these tongues are licking out from them.
Can I pop it with a gunshot?
Can on your turn. No, it's
Oh,
Elon's turn.
I thought Elon already
Wait,
did his turn. And then it became Walker's. And then it should be mine
yeah,
again, right? Because I go
Yeah.
first.
if I
Damn.
remember the order correctly, it's first me,
You're right.
then
You're right.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
Uriah, then Musk,
it's
then
Uriah,
Walker, and
John.
then back to me.
You're
Yeah,
right.
Uriah, John.
I got excited. All right, so yeah, that's going to be back to Uriah.
Bunk, bunk. Pistol shot. What's my... Damn. I fail.
Can I help him out as an American and tell him how to shoot properly?
I mean, is he staying still, though?
Nope.
Fuck.
Yeah, am I able to? Can I help out with shooting? And be like, hey, dipshit, you're fucking holding it limp wristed.
This
Stop
is
shooting
sack.
like a pansy European.
John,
Yeah,
you're up.
can I counter his Europeanism? Okay.
Can I make him more American?
I
John?
can't. Can you not help with shooting?
I don't know.
All right, John, you saw Uriah take a shot and miss. What are you doing?
I take a full turn to aim, and I shoot him also. So
My
that
firearm
is
skill is not that bad. I just rolled really high.
So, question, can you take a turn to aim and then shoot in the same round?
I don't think so.
yes, that is a rule we've been using.
Oh, wait,
If
sure.
you don't
Really?
do anything on your turn, you are assumed to be aiming properly and get a plus 20 bonus.
Oh, yeah, true. Oh,
This, along with the target not moving or you shooting point blank, is one of the ways to gain an advantage.
not moving, not point blank.
Exactly, so I'm doing that to at least get some kind of measure of advantage here.
Wait, but, like, isn't Amy... Didn't you do something on your previous turn, though? Like, shoot him?
Yeah,
Oh.
but I'm not standing up, I'm not running up to him or anything. I just stand,
Ah,
or rather
got it.
lay down here and shoot him from where I've been pushed.
I see it.
Cold
Is that
shots.
right?
Aim. Let's see. Sacrifice
Fail.
one turn to aim and gain a 20% to your attack next turn. Aiming requires
Uh,
no roll. After the next turn, or if your agent suffers any damage before attempting it, the bonus is lost. Called shot. A called shot is attacked to a particular body part, head, leg, arms. Called shot allows your agent to roll a grenade past a cover to explode on a far side or shoot someone in the leg and avoid body armor. Alright, so that's not quite a called shot, but this is aim shot seems like it would take up an entire turn. So you can take this turn to aim. So on the next turn that you'll have a plus 20 bonus, or you can go ahead and take your shot.
If he took a
Hold
shot,
on.
he already rolled to take a shot and failed.
Okay. So two shots. So both of you just see this horrible distended monster with its belly mouths, and you're like, "Oh God, die, die, evil Satan man!"
I just spout like tons of swears in French. I don't know a lot. I don't actually know French.
Ooh, let me help you out here.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I,
yeah,
I know
this-
I know how to pronounce French words if I see them or hear them, and I know a little bit of French phrases, but that's about it.
Come on, man. We got a resident
I
European in
actually
here.
recently met a French person, asked them to give me their favorite French insults,
Oh, okay. Yeah, hit us, bro.
DM
Hit us.
DM me
and
them
I got
later,
a
please.
list.
Yes. All right, as we get a list of awesome French insults, Walker, what are you doing?
I think Walker has decided that he wants to, now that he's taken out those towers better than the Afghanis, he's going to do the next thing. And he's going to
Well prepared,
take
dog.
his C4 and his M67 frag grenade and pull the pins and have the detonator ready on his vest, and he's going to run into Elon Musk and detonate.
Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, Walker, Texas Ranger, go ahead and pull a suicide. Oh, gosh. Oh, boy.
Ooh, fails.
Oh, man, that was not a failure. That was not a failure you want to roll, man.
Nope.
Oh, what's your
Well, actually,
thingamajig?
I don't know. It's so I have demolitions 80, yeah. But the range on my explosions are pretty high.
Yeah, if you use a weapon with a lethality rating that also has a range, then you get a plus 20 because it's assumed that you hit a large area.
Oh,
But this doesn't apply if you're using a gun that just shoots bullets and has this
yeah,
rating.
I'm not using a gun. Then I make it.
I
Nice job,
learned
Josh.
about this when we fought Rontagoth. Back then I had a heavy assault rifle and I kept failing because my firearm skill was terrible and I did not get that bonus. But when I switched to using C4 on
Bomb.
Rontagoth, I was much more successful, partly because of this bonus.
Bomb.
Well, then I make it, and
Aw.
You do.
Bomb.
So
that
here's what
is
happens.
45 lethality combined.
Oh my god.
Okay, so here's what happens. You run at Elon, and just as you get to the man, you stare up at him, you're grinning. You know you got close enough, and as you press down on the plunger, time slows. And you watch as he tears one of these claws down into the surface of ink below you, and he opens up a rift, and you and him begin to fall down through space. And as you open up and you are in free fall, in open air, you see below you the bright white hot sun, the top of this spire, and you see a lidless eye, a pupil in which you fall through. And just as you're about to hit the surface, beep, you explode in midair, catching Elon in the explosion, and you watch as the chitinous claws, the little legs that he's been propelling himself on, all evaporate in a swirl of darkness. And as your head begins to spiral through the air, it rotates once, twice, 3 times, and on each rotation you see his grotesque form grow into something more terrible. Long tongue begins to extend, miles long, all the way down below to the base of the structure, and 3 long legs, like a tripod, begin to reach up and extend. A howler, the hideous howler form, begins to reach up and burrow itself into the tower. John and Uriah.
Not Walker.
I'm fucking dead.
Oh wait, you're dead.
I'm pretty sure. I suicide bombed him.
Oh, you did? Oopsie.
You
How many
see
C4s did you have?
That was my last one, I believe.
Okay, but if you've had, like... Oh, right, if you've used 8 on the towers, then you only had 3 left.
John and Uriah.
Damn it.
You see Elon rip a tear into the floor, and he and Walker descend down into it and disappear. For a brief moment, you see a flash of white light up above this pinpoint, all the way miles above you, and then the world grows dark. You feel 3 large tripod tentacles land on the ground and begin to expand, growing, undulating out. And then even more, the world around you grows into an unnatural dusk that seizes the landscape, bringing unseen crickets to the surface of the setting of the false night as they sing the coming of the outer gods. Looking up into the sky, you see, wrenched from its place in the heavens, the moon pulled between the sun and the earth in a perfect synchronicity, and it stays there. This is not an eclipse. It has been aligned, torn out of its orbit. Instead of a brief moment to bathe the earth once more in the star sunshine, the wave of coronal ejections bend around the moon, swirling to culminate in a phosphorescent vortex, bending space and time through which a hellmouth of the forces of the older gods, a universe reaching through to create a gate. An appendage of sinewy pseudopods curl through the rift, descending from a space beyond our own, and plummet down thousands of frozen miles of vacuum, the writhing undulations that twist in a descent of crystallized into uncountable eyes, gnashing mouths, rows of jagged teeth, hooved jointed knees branching in insane angles that pour down from the sky directly onto the central orb of the space elevator superstructure. For the briefest
Ohio.
glimpse, you watch as the brightness of the orb dulls for a beat of a heart, as you see the unseen pupil at the center of the titanic orb dilate and roll back before being undulated in folds of rolling liquid flesh that fold in hot molten rivers over the colossal eye until it is completely engulfed, only a pulsing brilliance of blood red piercing through the dark homunculus. The tiny cracking. The world begins to, as you feel the earth below you break. Your feet are ripped out from under you as you're put on your back. Huge earthquakes open fissures that run the length of continents as the 3 rocks, as the rocks is its cord below your feet, rising like great serpents from below the quicksand stone, reach skyward terrible tentacles that dance to the vibrations of the planet's death as Gobageg, the moon ladder, is wrenched from the world and pulled into space with such terrible force the planet vomits lava and a blossom of carnage. As the new moon satellite settles into a geosynchronous orbit, the dying earth below you rise. You see the crust settle adrift chunks of doomed detritus riding tsunamis of magma as the aftershocks ripple around like a bell through each other as a confluence of planet-sized rings join in a towering wall of fire.
Sanity check?
And that's it for this session.
Oh no. How do you guys feel about Uriah?
I
The
mean,
the smart boy.
everyone's gonna die, I guess.
John, listen. I literally convinced a guy to leave us alone just by spouting a bunch of random items that had fluoride in it.
I don't know if that's gonna stop a tripod.
Yeah, it will. I just be like, listen, hey, those Eldritch potatoes you've been eating from Eldritch, Ireland, they have fluoride in it, which is Eldritch fluoride in it, which is very, very Libby of you.
All right, I want to thank you all very much for playing. Good night.
Good
Yeah.
night.